Laser to the gap should score the run. They're waving Ramirez home. He will score, and it's 13-1. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Now back against the wall.
Pierce Johnson will come in. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Mansarda. 0 for 3 in this one. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. A 2-run homer. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. This one in the air right field. Makes a nice running catch. And there's 2 away. Stephen Kwan, the next to hit. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single. That's smashed towards center. And that will end the inning. Back here in Cleveland. Now it's the switch hitting outfield. Angel Martinez. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that one is going to go.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know you when the night is peak. When you relax and dance with me. Hands on your hip, move slow. Heart in my chest beat fast, but on the gas, I hope that it lasts. You spin my heart around.
Swagger when I step, walking, looking like a jet, feeling like a million, forgot about my rent. She be in the city, opposite of innocent. And Benny told up friends, to bring a friend. Took a girl from the to the podium. Now the guys in here, high sodium. This a lonely man, things ain't going as planned, but it's a real life. Pick up, look, I protect my neck with necklace. She protect, I rock for nexus. I forget that we got exes. Seem like 3Q and as we exit. Throwing peace signs in the air like Hendrix on the brains behind them all sad majestic. Is it up to take us for a ride? I gotta dip real quick, let the course arrive. You spin my heart around. 4, 3, 60. You spin my heart around. 4, 3, 60.
If it feels like a spade, then call it a spade. And love in the day, by nighttime it changes. Spinning around with new faces. Dance floor like amazing. Lost in the mood, Fall in love with you, you and you. It's fun when it's new, it's fun when it's new, it's fun when it's new until it's so news.
And we welcome you to Laughing Mountain Park. The show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's San Diego taking on Southern California. First pitch coming your way next. And on the mound in this one, Cam Schlittler. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
0-1 now. That one at triple digits. Schlittler measures 6 feet 6 inches, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round in 2022. Bazana has a beat on it, and there's one down. And next is the designated hitter, Bernie Williams. In there, and it's 0-1. Gets him to chase after that one. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Ball one. Ball two.
That one missed. Right side, hard hit. The tag, and he's out. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He'll take a trot around the bases. Digging in, Jorge Posada. Off the plate inside. And that is ball one. And it's 1-1.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. So 2 down. Ian Happ getting ready to hit.
That's out.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. Trey Turner at the plate. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy.
That's outside.
Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Out into left center for a line drive base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. To Elliott, second for one. A sensational double play. Here's Ohtani. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. And ring him off, says. We move ahead to the top of the second now. Here's Mike Trout. That one fouled hard the other way. 0-1.
Ball. Ball, that's off the plate.
Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Fires across the diamond. What a pick to save the play and get the first out. Victor Martinez, the next to hit, takes ball one. That one carrying. Out of here. He circles the bases. One down. And we welcome you to Laughing Mountain Park. We've got Diamond Dynasty Baseball tonight. It's the Blazers and the Highlanders. And pitching in this game, number 70. What do you look for here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Bobby Witt Jr. leading things off and takes a strike.
Witt Jr. is one of only 2 players in AL-NL history to have 20 home runs and 20 stolen bases in each of his first 2 seasons, Boog. The other player, Julio Rodriguez.
In the air, right field. Sosa on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one down. Here's Jose Ramirez. And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Trout on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Line drive. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And towing the slab in this one, Roy Halladay. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
With the height, the release point creates a lot of tilt on his pitches. So coming into the zone, really hard for the hitters to get on plane. Makes it very difficult for the hitters to guess.
Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here.
The left fielder, number 23, Fernando Tatis.
Ball, that's just out.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early.
Tatis runs. That's in for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Up the middle, De La Cruz. In plenty of time to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now it's Jose Ramirez.
That's a ball.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A 2-run shot. Jorge Posada now at the plate. And foul ball. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. 0-2 now.
Ball 1.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. 2 outs. Base is empty. Ian Happ, the next to hit. That one fouled off. He swings and fouls one off. The 0-2. Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy.
Outside, that's a ball.
You can feel the extra attention on Ellie anytime he comes to the plate. This guy's a player that keeps you on the edge of your seat because you don't know what he's going to do next. He can hit for power, steals bases. He can throw the ball 100 miles per hour across the infield.
Ball
He's
inside.
electric.
That's off the inside corner, and it's 3-0. There's a strike. That one finds the zone. 3-2 now. Well struck right field. Going. Gone. So he blasts one out the other way. Here's Kyle Tucker.
That's out.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter. Got to be real careful here. 2-0. He's hunting for his pitch.
This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. Jorge Posada.
That ball
the
went
next
out.
It takes ball 1. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning here at the top of the second. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Ben Rice at the plate now. That's ball 1. Lifted in the air, out to left. He's there. He's got it. And there's one down. One out man at first. Here's Mike Trout, saying he's currently the team leader in runs batted in. What a stop. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. We head to the bottom of the second, and now batting Mike Trout.
Number 27, Mike Trout.
Sliced hard but foul. The 0-1. There's a swing and a drive. Carrying well. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. And here's the first baseman, Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
Hit in the air out towards left center field. Pretty well struck. Tucker really on his horse for it. Pulls it down, and there are two away. And here is Sosa to the plate. There's a strike.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And that's the third out. New inning getting started. Here's Cody Bellinger. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more in his team. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
That's a ball.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Witt swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Out to short, De La Cruz. First two batters retired here in the top of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, Jose Ramirez.
Ball.
Tied up here in the early going. That one finds the corner. That's strike one. Swing and a foul straight back. That one ripped left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Out of here. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1.
Inside, ball one.
On the ground. On the run, sends it over to first, and they get the out. As we go to the last of the third, stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. It's off his shoulder, eats him up. And the tying run is on base. So back to the top of the order. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Just missed.
That's inside.
Ellie on the move. Swing and a miss. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw.
You got to be careful with a guy like this at the plate. Stealing second may eliminate him from getting really good pitches. hit. Now they can work around him with first base open. So got to roll the dice here and hope that he gets something to hit.
Hard liner. And there's one down. So now with one away and a man at second, Bernie Williams digs in now. And he can't make the play. The flip, the tag.
On the tag, you're out.
Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. He's 1 for 1 with a 2-run homer his first time up. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one pulled foul.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Tucker has a beat on it, and that is the inning. On to the fourth. Stepping in, Ellie De La Cruz.
Ellie De La Cruz.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Brady. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
Into the outfield, base hit. And that's a 1-out single.
Waste no time there. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but
runner on the go. Pitch is
Nope.
low.
Ball 1.
High leg throw, save. That's a stolen base. On the ground, right side. Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
There you go.
Checks his swing, appeal to third, and yes, he offered at it. In the dirt, nice job behind the plate. The 1-1. And there's a ball.
That's out.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
And ball 4,
Nope.
2 aboard.
Ball 4.
Here's Trout. He's 0 for 1. High fly ball, right field. Sosa gets under it. And that's the 3rd out. Ready to go, bottom 4. The switch hitting catcher will come up to hit. Jorge Posada. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
The 1-2. Out towards right center field. And there's one down. Ian Happ up to hit. Grounded out his first time up. The other way. Dives and he can't hang on. The throw to second, but he's in there easily.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Late with the swing there.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Man at second. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Victor Martinez getting ready to hit. Fly to left his first time. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Runner from third in to score. And now they trail by 1. In with a double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out.
No waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Backed off the plate that time. In the dirt. Oh, caught up in a rundown now. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. We go to the top of the 5th. Here comes Cody Bellinger. On the ground right side. Happ gets it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Here's Bobby Witt Jr. He won the high school home run derby in 2018. They held the events between rounds during MLB's home run derby at Nationals Park.
Such a cool experience for Bobby Witt Jr. He had 8 homers in 76 seconds, hitting in front of major leaguers and 43,000 plus fans inside the stadium. Man, my adrenaline would have been pumping in that moment.
Yeah.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through.
Runner on the move. Pitching for a strike. Throw. Safe. Posada too late with the throw. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Man on second, 2 down. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! A 2-run blast. And now Ellie De La Cruz. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 1.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Late on that fastball. Stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Sosa under this one. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 5-3. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leading off, Sammy Sosa.
Number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
You know, this group of hitters doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Takes it in for the out.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
De La Cruz now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. In the air, left field. And it stays fair. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Up next for the
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate in Fernando Tatis Jr. Ramirez slinging it to first in time. Bernie Williams will hit next. A little bit low, and that's ball 1. shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. In to score from third. And they cut the lead to 2. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Left center base hit. Runner around third. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single, and again, we are tied. Go ahead run on base. Jorge Posada now at the plate.
Hey!
Here's the 0-2. Runner on the go. There's a
Ball.
ball.
That's down. No, he's in there safe.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Inning over. Top 6.
Leading off
Kyle
for
Tucker,
Bangkok,
a.k.a.
the left
King
fielder,
Tuck, to the
Kyle
plate now. Tucker, who's been an all-star and a gold glover.
Now,
Adrian Morejon gets handed the rock out of the pen. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Well, these players doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They have yet to strike out, and they're averaging more than a hit per inning. That's a great recipe for success right there.
Nope, outside.
On the corner for a strike. Nice grab. Throw to first. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next, Jorge Posada.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
That puts the corner.
Ball, that's low.
All tied up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Struck him out looking. And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. Outside.
Ball, that's out.
Ball 1.
Ball, that's outside.
That's down
Ball
and
3.
in.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown,
ball 4.
good
Take your
pitches,
base.
but even better takes.
Go ahead run on base. Now Trout gets a chance to hit.
Ball, inside.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. That ends the frame. Well, we go bottom 6. Digging in, Ian Happ.
second baseman, Ian Happ.
And Ian swings through. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Ball one.
And a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Trout in the box again. Takes a strike. Runner on the go. That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. A two-run homer. Now here is Victor Martinez.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Liner snagged at first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The right fielder, number 21, Danny.
So batting with one down, takes a strike. And he swings through that one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Two down, base is empty. Ellie De La Cruz digs in now. And that one fouled off. 0-1 now. And that chops in for a strike. And a base hit. And that turns the lineup over. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Runner takes off. That's hard hit on the line. And that's got extra bases written all over it. De La Cruz coming home. He'll score, and they take a 3-run lead.
Back-to-back base hits. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to.
And meanwhile, this a fair ball down the left field line. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. And in its second with an RBI double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. I'll tell you. When you smoke a line drive. Gap like that, I mean, sure.
Now on the bump, Louis Varland.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Man at second. In the dirt. Ball to strike. The pitch. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 11-5. Now here is Jorge Posada. The big sixth spot already on the board this inning here in the bottom of the sixth. That one ripped but foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Everybody love a comeback. Gotta love a good comeback. It's impression bust pipes. So what's the win without a comeback? So what's the win without a comeback? Hustling every day to win.
Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
That was pretty nasty. Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. Not able to hold up on that pitch in the dirt. 0-1.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable
Inside,
of putting the
ball one.
jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Gets it to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. 2 outs, base is empty. At the plate, Jose Ramirez. The other way, and he beats the shift. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a
runner on the go. Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's
in.
inside.
And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Nope. Outside.
Just
Ball, that's
missed.
just out.
And there's a foul ball. Man on second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Rings it in, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman, Ian Happ.
Second baseman, Ian Happ.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Happ on his way home. Runner from second crosses the plate. Throw is cut off, goes to first. So digging in, Victor Martinez. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. This one in the air. De La Cruz. 2 down. Sammy Sosa, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Popped up. Ramirez moving under this one. And that'll do it. Ready to begin the 8th. Stepping in, number 44.
Ellie De La Cruz.
This one in the air, center field. 1 down. So up next, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game.
Kyle Tucker.
Out towards right center field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. 2 away now. So digging in, Jorge Posada. 1 for 3.
Now pitching.
New pitcher on now, Kenley Jansen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Foul ball there. 2 down, nobody on. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
Really good take,
That's
especially
inside.
with 2 strikes.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Trout should have this one. And that is that. Bottom of the 8th. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 44.